Is this an opportunity for the Bharatiya Janata Party to make a fresh start in the state of Karnataka, or is this an admission of failure? Joining me on the news track, representing the ruling Bharatiya Janata Party, its national spokesperson Sanju Verma. Squaring off against her from the Congress party, we have Aishwarya Mahadev, representing on this broadcast a perspective of what's happening in the political circles of Karnataka. We have senior journalist TM Veeraraghav. Nagarjun, Dwarakanath has been leading our coverage in Karnataka. He's the one who first broke the story of BSY's likely exit, that news break being confirmed today. Nagarjun, first, congratulations for being the first journalist to actually put your neck out and say that Yediyurappa will go. It's only a matter of time. Do you know at this moment who's most likely to come in and why?
Well, thank you, Rahul. In fact, India Today has been following the story for the last 4 to 5 weeks, and we stand validated today. A lot of names are going on. It's all about caste combinations, and they still have not finalized on a name is what we are picking up. I was on call till 10 minutes back also with Delhi top brass, and they still haven't zeroed in on one name. They're still working out on caste combinations. Will Lingayats be the next Lingayat candidate, be the next chief minister? Will it be a good choice, or will it be a non-Lingayat? Will there be a backlash of Lingayats then? That's the permutation combination that they're doing. But at least they've got top 3 names. If it's a Lingayat, it might be Basavaraj Bommai. If it's a non-Lingayat, it might be a Vokaliga. And also Prahlad Joshi, who is one of the front runners today, because he also met the Union Home Minister and the party president to discuss Karnataka politics. So in the next couple of days, we will have a clearer picture as to who is closing into the chief minister post in Karnataka.
At this moment, TM Veeraraghav, what's your sense? Because if they were to pick another Lingayat leader, there isn't anyone with that stature at this moment who would seamlessly fit the shoes of the Karnataka chief minister. The other problem is, if you pick a non-Lingayat, then you run the risk of the Lingayat community deserting the BJP, as was the case when Virendra Patil was removed from the top job in 1990 by Rajiv Gandhi. If you were to pick a Brahmin, for example, as chief minister, that's such a small community politically that it then doesn't really serve any electoral purpose, as it were. So given all these calculations which are currently at play, what do you think is most likely to happen?
These are the calculations that precisely made Yediyurappa the tallest and the unchallenged leader in the BJP so far. And it's going to be a gamble right now to find the new leader. Look, this is not just about the Lingayat vote bank. The Lingayat vote bank is firmly behind the BJP, and I don't see the Lingayats moving away from the BJP. They don't have a choice. But the BJP cannot be seen as alienating them. So it has to be a leader who's amenable to the Lingayats, whether it is from the Lingayat caste or not. It cannot be completely a contrarian caste to the Lingayats. It also has to be a leader who's amenable to Yediyurappa. While I think the message is very clear that Yediyurappa was told to put in his papers and then talk. The party high command was firm, according to most indications, that they didn't want to negotiate with Yediyurappa and announce a successor before he stepped down. While the party high command will take the final decision on it, it has to be someone who's amenable to Yediyurappa, someone acceptable to all the MLAs. Remember, it's a fragile coalition of castes as well as elements from the other parties who defected over to the BJP that gives it support in Karnataka. So it has to be a leader who's able to manage and take all of them along. Yediyurappa may have bowed down and said, okay, I'm stepping down, but the road ahead and the stability of the government will depend on whether that leader is amenable at least to Yediyurappa, to the Lingayat caste, and to the rest of the BJP. So it's going to be a tough choice. It has to be someone experienced seasons. There are several names, as Nagarjun and you have pointed out. I think it will still be something that is, and they would have already thought about it, but we'll have to wait and see who they go ahead with.
Sanju Verma, the opposition